loot the body.
Loot the body.
I want to loot the body.
Yeah. So I look for clues, I mean.
Stennard lay in the wooded foothills of a massive impenetrable mountain chain. As far as any of the regional layfolk are concerned, they live on the edge of the world, and all manner of horrors spawn in the shadow of the mountains beyond. There was a time when the people of Stennard may have travelled further west, closer to the rising rock face. The roads that once were have long since been taken back by nature, and nothing more than deer paths remain. The growing season in this region has seen a glut of torrential rains that have damaged and spoiled the crops. This outlier town has few trading partners, and the neighbouring towns are suffering the same fate. The townsfolk need to do something to ensure their citizens have enough in their stores to survive the coming winter. A small band of Stennard's most prolific hunters and gatherers agreed to press into the forbidden lands to the west and did not return. Desperate, a call was sent out to all of the neighbouring towns. Come to Stennard. We are offering a reward to find our missing sons and daughters. Act 1. 10 coppers. Woodfire, murmurs, and misery. The atmosphere in the room is sombre yet expectant. You stand in the middle of a great hall, or at least as great as this hamlet can muster. You're surrounded by every miscreant, would-be mercenary, and aspiring cutpurse within 2 days' journey. You stand side by side with the lazy sons and daughters of the stoic farmers and the remaining craftspeople of the region. They have pushed out of their homes to help their families, or there of their own selfish intention. You stand in this outlying township on the edge of what passes for civilization, and it is struggling to survive. A voice calls everyone's attention. Constable Clarissa Helms speaks forcefully and clearly so that all can hear. A torrential spring and summer have caused our crops to rot in the ground. The harvest is upon us, but our townspeople are working long hours for a yield that will not sustain this village through the winter. I anticipated this and pressed our huntsfolk to pull more game. However, our well-worn hunting tracks through the forest have become overused. With few valuable goods to trade with the east, I suggested the hunting parties push west, led by my son Tucker and Hems. The crowd begins to murmur again, and people shift uncomfortably on their feet. The constable continues. I sent him into the foothills that had been the domain of the dark gods. We have long seen the foothills as a forbidden land. We've treated it with fear and superstition, but my son and I believed this fear was without cause. I sent my son and our best hunters out west, and they have not returned. I am paying each person 10 coppers to push as far west as you can in a single day. I want you all to search for my son and his party. Bring back any evidence you can of their whereabouts. All who wish to participate shall set out at daybreak. And in this world, 10 coppers is easily more than a week's worth of pay. And so you're in this great hall in Stennard, which is pretty much packed with people. And they are all starting to shuffle off out into the night, discussing what the constable has said to them. You're free to do whatever you want here. You can ask around, check out rumors, go outside, check out the town, or you can just press on and I can cut to morning. Up to you guys.
Let's just get going.
Yeah, let's head out.
Questions. I have 4 dispensable humans. It's time to dispense with them.
I guess the only thing I'd want to know would be what's in the woods. But really? Do I need to?
Yeah, do we know, like, are we from here? Do we know what kind of legends there are of the woods? If not, we could ask around.
You're not from here.
All right, yeah, so I would just ask some of the local riffraff, like, what are the legends of what, like, why are people so freaked out that he was sent to that area in the first place?
You ask one old guy this, and he says, oh, we stopped hunting to the west decades ago because living horrors reside there, waiting to flay and devour the unwary.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, I mean everything we've already heard. Yeah.
And then this rather sickly, thin youth who is standing beside him says, yeah, Vila Corinwood knows these woods, 'cause she's a lumbering witch. She probably led them to their deaths. I was there the day she set Jasper Timberley on fire. She should have been put down or driven off long ago.
Oh, does this witch reside in the woods?
We wish she resides in the woods. She resides in this town.
Oh. I don't want to mess with a witch.
But, yeah, the hunting party took her along with them. They must have been out of their damn minds. That's what's happened to them. They've probably met their end at her hand.
I was going to say we should go talk to the witch, but she's out with them.
But she's out with them, yeah.
Oh, we should ransack her house and take everything with us.
Ooh.
So then she has, the secret ingredient to fight the horrors in the woods. And we might get some incense.
I would like to point out that Garrett said the horrors in the woods, and
Not
it
the-
is not implying that the woods are filled with ladies of the night.
Horrors.
Horror.
Well, I mean, it might be. I mean, it might be that kind of woods.
It could be both. I mean, this is not mutually exclusive.
So
Well,
that's
only one
what's
way to
keeping a
find out.
hunting party.
They're just having a good time. All right, I'm good. If we
Let's
want
get moving.
to, yeah.
Get moving.
Okay, yeah.
You leave the Great Hall, and it is nighttime in the town of Stennard. Here, in like the center of the town, is the Common Fire. And the Common Fire is the community hub in towns and steads across this region. In Stennard, the Common Fire sits just west of the center of town. It's surrounded by respected homes and businesses and is overlooked by the Great Hall. The Common Fire is ever burning, fed day and night by the residents passing on errands or as a trip to make a daily offering. Even during the torrential rains, several seats are usually filled. Allowing the fire to go out is seen as an ill omen, so the superstitious and those with nowhere to go dutifully mind the fire. The central pit is encircled by a mix of smooth logs, large rocks, and the occasional overturned crate or bushel. A stone's throw away, neatly stacked firewood sits partially protected by the roof of the old barn tavern, dry and ready to feed the fire. The Common Fire draws a mix of townsfolk and travellers. It is a convenient place to gather regional news, hear or spread rumours, or hire lackeys.
Hire lackeys. Ooh.
Currently, there are 4 people seated around the fire.
Okay.
All right. Do they look like local townsfolk, or are they sort of the riffraff that's showing up for this search party?
Who are these people? Are they 4 other 0-level people?
One of them is kind of a squat, dirty little man who hobbles around. It appears one of his legs is longer than the other, and so he lumbers quite slowly around there. Another one sitting there is seated beside quite a large wood axe, and they appear to be quite strong and fit. There is a young girl, maybe about 18, 19 years old. She seems quite muscular. Then there is a youth in leather armor with a short sword by his side.
Ooh.
And then another young woman, again about 18, 19 years old, holding a staff in one hand. And that's who's gathered around there right now.
Who's got my best personality? Torgo will ask them, are you all gathering to join the search party?
The man with the axe grunts and nods in the affirmative. Says, willing to work if you got coin. Know the area well.
Well, we're all here to collect the 10 coppers for those who join the search. Are you planning to do the same?
We're hoping to. Could always use 12 coppers.
All right, so these guys are like hireling
They're
types.
mercenaries.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have some starting coppers here.
Some?
If you're looking for some folks who know the way around here, I can help you. Auntie over there, she may just look like a young girl, but she's strong-willed and real lucky.
So he's helpful.
Garu over there, he doesn't say much since they cut his tongue out, but he's good with a short sword. That Hillwood witch there, she knows a lot about these woods, a lot about herbs and such. She might be useful to have around. And this guy over here, this lumbering, dirty little old man here, is Urahan Leech Gripper. And he's the best armed surgeon, medicine man this town has got to offer.
Sotto voce to my fellow compatriots. I say we hire all of them.
He don't come cheap.
I have approximately 120 copper. I think we
Yeah,
can
I
afford
got
them.
like 90 something.
I got some change.
They're all willing to hire on for 2 coppers for the day, as long as you give them 1 copper up front.
Oh.
But Urhan Leech Gripper, the barber surgeon, he will require 5 copper pieces, and he's going to need 2 of them up front.
As Sam Stroll, the Duke of Uke, is going to prance over with his ukulele. Pling, 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 pling. Hello, sir. I will need someone to patch me up while in the woods. Have 6 copper to you.
Does that pay for all of them then? Do you just give... Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
I'm just giving him 6 copper.
All right.
So, is there anything else you want to do while you're here in Stennard, or maybe, I don't know, you can come back to it later?
It's time to start killing off these characters
Yeah.
Okay.
Before they betray us.
before I get attached to them.
Before you get attached to them. The enthusiasm with which you dispatch characters, David, it's no wonder we never get beyond level 1. So, all right, early departure. Everyone gathers at sunrise outside the Great Hall. There's a lot of grumbling, yawning, and cursing amongst the ranks of folks surrounding you. Someone is passing out heavy hunks of stale bread and large shriveled radishes as rations for the journey. A full third of the people who were present the evening before are absent, probably too drunk or fearful to join the search party. After waiting for some time to see if anyone else would show up, Constable Clarissa calls everyone's attention again. You are going to head west on the road out of town. Where the road veers north is a deer trail that leads due west. Tuckeran's hunting party had intended to follow that path. There you will spread out and push through the brush for as long as you can, so that you can make it back here by nightfall. Luck and safety to you all. Please return with our kin and you will earn 10 coppers each. Your disgruntled and dishevelled mob walk the road west for almost an hour before reaching the deer trail. As requested by the constable, 2 amongst you direct the search party to spread out and you all begin pressing through the wood and brush. Going is slow. Only those on the track can consistently move freely, but still the group keeps moving, eager to find the missing huntsfolk and earn their 10 copper pieces. The slog through the damp brush is slow but uneventful. The landscape changes progressively from hour to hour. The deciduous trees become more gnarled and then visually corrupted, unlike any trees you've seen surrounding Stennard. Brush and tall grass begins to grow intertwined with ugly briars and poison ivy. The scattered game flushed out of the brush is dark, sinister, and startling. It becomes apparent why no one travels this far west. It is a grim and foreboding landscape. After 3 hours, the trail opens up into a clearing. You approach a covered bridge across a stream near the end of a dreary autumnal day. The bridge ahead inclines upwards towards a higher bank on the other side. The sides of the bridge appear to be made of stone and the roof of wood. The east-facing entrance forms the mouth of a twisted, inhuman creature. It even appears deliberately built with the west wind in mind, creating the image of wet, decaying leaves vomiting forth onto the track in front of it.
This thing is gnarly.
I think that's what that was the actual description.
Vomiting forth.
Yeah, we go into the mouth, I think.
Oh, there it is.
Ooh,
Oh man,
look at
that is
that.
ominous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
That counts.
Blighted trees leading up to jagged eyes or jagged mouth. Ooh,
What could go wrong?
tree eyes and
Ooh.
horns and a nose.
Hey, 2 of my characters are hunters, weirdly. They're going to look around. Do we see signs that the Constable Son's party came through here? Or can I roll to see if I can just find anything of the sort?
Yes, give me an intelligence roll.
Okay, they are... One is dim and the other is dimmer. So straight up D20 for Manos for a 10.
A 10. These guys are looking around. By the stream bank descends 10 or more feet to gently moving water that smells heavily of rot and decay.
Mhm.
Its dark coloration makes it impossible to determine depth from high up on the bank. Leaves cover mossy rocks and everything is damp and slick. The bridge tunnel itself stretches upwards for approximately 30 feet and has no windows on its sides. The tiny amount of light that is entering the tunnel creates an unsettling path to the other side. The accumulated leaves create an uneven surface that plays tricks on the eye when the wind blows, like a moving tongue resides in its stone mouth. When a strong breeze rises, the mouth even appears to softly moan. And with a 10, you think you hear groans and soft coughing buried within the wind-fueled moans.
Ooh, do you hear that? I think I hear someone. How deep are the leaves and brush and stuff down here? Could somebody be buried underneath?
They vary from a few inches to like maybe, a foot and a half. But they go all the way through this bridge.
Mitchell has a 10-foot pole. He at least will start prodding around the deeper and a side of beef.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Do it.
Okay, first of all, who is going to approach the bridge? Is everyone approaching the bridge?
Well, I'm sure all of us can't get on it at once, so go ahead.
Yeah,
I mean, you were the first people
Mitchell
to mention it, so please go ahead.
Manos was looking, and Mitchell is gonna prod with his pole, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
So we'll say those two are checking it
I'll
out.
send one. I'll send Chucky Chopperston to go.
Okay, everyone who is going forward there, can you roll me a willpower save for them?
Willpower. Oh, good. It's -1.
13 for Manos, and a 12 for Mitchell.
And a 13 for Chuck.
Okay, that is fine. You're entering the bridge, and Manos is leading the way with his 10-foot pole.
Mitchell is the one with the pole. Manos is the hunter who was searching around. Yeah.
Right in front of me. Yeah, okay. So Mitchell is prodding along, and the bridge floor is slick and covered in debris. With each step, you feel twigs break and larger branches challenge your balance. With each gust outside, a moan rises inside the corridor, and the damp timbers above creak. Before you, the leaves scatter and shift. Midway across the bridge, laying on his back in the leaves, is a groaning, coughing man.
Oh. I don't have any healers, do I? No, I don't have the healer.
Well, we've got that guy, the barber.
Yep.
Does he look wounded, or like are there obvious like places he's bleeding from?
It's difficult to say because of the darkness. The light this far across the bridge is quite dim, and it's very difficult to discern anything. Do you have any form of light?
None of my guys do.
Can't find nothing.
I have a lantern.
Who?
Nice.
Who has it? Dallas. Dallas has a lantern.
Yes, we need light.
So Dallas is going to also enter the bridge?
He is. He will step forward with his lantern and light the way.
Okay, he will need to make a willpower save first for
jeez.
me. Just roll a d20
Got it.
plus whatever your will is.
Ooh.
Oh, that's fine.
Ooh, a 19. Nice.
As Dallas approaches the man, you find that he struggles to speak. His eyes are horrifically wide, and he sputters out the words, "Help! No lids! Help! No lids!"
Can we get the healer up here? See if you can patch this guy up.
Get the I'm coming.
Jesus.
Erhan Leech Grip is gonna come up. What do you need?
We'll gesture vaguely at the blatantly wounded dude lying on the ground.
Him. So Erhan's gonna go up to him and start poking and prodding very forcefully, trying to find out what makes this man jump and figure out what's wrong with him.
Okay, as Erhan gets closer and starts prodding him, the man continues to just go into like spasms of coughing and shouting, "Help! No lids! No lids!" And as Erhan attempts to administer medical assistance, he just screams, and his eyes roll back in his head, his face contorts, and a giant spiny grub vomits forth from his mouth, slick with blood and bile from his insides, and leaps towards the healer's face.
Ah!
Oh.
What are we going to do here? It's going to be a D20.
No lids. I mean, it looks like in the image, that person doesn't have any eyelids. Is that what we're talking about?
Oh, that's an 8.
Oh, good AC of 10.
Okay, so
Lucky
yeah,
you.
it misses
Yes.
him, and it lands on the leaves by your leg. This thing is pretty disgusting. It's a large, flesh-colored worm type thing. It's covered in bristling, thorny black protrusions. Its skin is just moist and glossy, and this is just covered in blood and gore from this poor individual. And the protrusions are these flexible, folding spines that aid it in its locomotion. And then its frontage has a wide mouth ending in these tiny razor sharp teeth. The back end is like a puckered hole smeared with what appears to be feces.
Yeah.
And these things are about the size of a mid-sized dog. They're maybe about
What?
2.5 feet long,
Oh my goodness.
and maybe they're about 6 inches high, but they're quite long.
All right.
And
It's a bunch of
It's
baloney.
gross.
It's
Sort
a bunch
of.
of baloney.
It's gross.
Erhan's gonna stab it.
Yeah, Mitchell the Butcher would like to cleaver it too.
okay,
Do you
well,
need initiative,
Erhan
or-
is going to
Dallas
go
would
up.
like, and Dallas would like to
Yeah,
club
let's
one.
get. I'm going to allow Erhan to have a go at it, and then we will roll for initiative.
Sure.
Okay.
I mean,
What
based
about-
on his personality, this is like just an instinctual. Like right when he sees it come out, to stab it.
What about
Mhm.
people on who aren't on the bridge yet? Do we get to come onto the bridge, or at least attempt to later, or how's that going to work? Is there room?
Anyone attempting to go onto the bridge needs to roll a willpower save.
All right.
Rolled a 4 column. It ain't gonna do it.
No, a 4 will not hit. A 4 will miss. Let me know if any of your characters roll a 3 or less on the willpower.
And none of my other ones are coming on
I
yet.
rolled 2 1s on 2 different dice. Oh, this is great.
For willpower?
No, for initiative.
Oh,
I rolled a
for
2.
My
initiative.
character's up for initiative. Yeah.
Okay, so we got Manos.
Is your 2 for willpower or initiative?
For initiative.
Damon?
I got a 11.
Garrett?
Back end. 1 and 1.
Erhan notices as he attempts to hit this thing, and he misses it and actually strikes a pile of leaves. And as you move the leaves from your missed strike, you see 2 more of these things
Oh crap.
crawl out from
Yeah.
under the debris.
Yeah.
Okay, Rob, you are up first.
Okay.
Only your characters that have made it to the bridge.
Yep. Okay, so Mitchell with the cleaver is going to thwack at the one that just came out of that poor fella. So straight up D20 for a 12.
12 hits.
All right. And that's a D6 damage.
Nice.
Straight up for dose.
You cut it clean in half, and this foul-smelling slime spurts everywhere.
Gross.
And that
Okay.
thing falls flat like a balloon.
Erhan's gonna giggle.
Manos is just armed with a short bow, and his agility is 6. So that's going to be a D20 -1 at
Yes.
point blank range to try to skewer one of these for a 14.
I'll do it.
Okay, and D6 on that one as well. No bonus for a 5.
Yeah, the arrow takes that thing up and pins it to the far wall.
Mhm. Nice. Okay, those are my only 2 in there.
Okay, then we got one of these corpse crawlers, as they're called,
Ooh.
and it is going to go for Jenny's character, so who I believe is just Dallas. Is
It's
on the
just
bridge
Dallas.
here.
Yes.
Okay, and it is going to a 13. This thing leaps from the floor and attaches itself to Dallas's face.
Oh, great. Whoa. Whoa, isn't that just typical?
That is awesome.
You sure you don't want me to make it Kane instead?
Yeah, it begins savagely gnawing at his face, and blood streams down the side of Dallas's face. And while this thing is feeding, it immediately just begins to start just defecating down the front of Dallas's clothes.
Oh, come on now.
Oh, come on.
It inflicts 1 hit point of damage
Yes.
to Dallas, but I also need Dallas to make a fortitude save here. And I see he's got a -1 on that, so it's going to be a D20 -1.
Oh, great.
Be hopeful.
Oh, you're good. You are good.
Nice. 9 is a
Okay.
good. Nice.
So, okay, so just 1 hit point of damage. All
Yep.
right.
Okay,
All right.
and you've got
Uh,
this
and
thing. You've got this thing
attached to
attached
the
to your
face.
face. Now we move on to Damon.
All right. I'm just going to go straight down the list. We will start with Ham, the rice farmer, who tries to get onto the bridge. I guess I have to make a roll, right?
Yep.
Whiz onto the bridge. With a
7?
Yep. You're on the bridge.
I'm on the bridge. All right. I mean, he's not necessarily the smartest. Well, actually, he's got a pretty decent intelligence, but nevertheless, these things are gross. And one of his new compatriots has something sticking to his face, so he's going to try and pitchfork it off. Is that all right?
What could go wrong? Yes,
What could go wrong?
please. Natural one.
Exactly.
Natural one.
9.
Ah, damn it.
Would have been a great fun.
Okay. A 9's not going to make it.
Okay.
You're being too careful. You're being too gentle.
I don't know. You want to
Stab
burn
it in
some
there.
luck?
Nah.
Mhm.
Nah, it's okay. Lamb is next. Lamb, the confidence artist. Try and get onto the bridge.
Okay.
18,
Fine.
no problem. And that didn't work. But he's got a dagger. He'll try and stab the thing off of Dallas's face. What could go wrong?
Throw your vial of acid at it.
A 20!
Okay, a dirty 20.
Damage with the dagger. 3.
Ooh.
All right. This thing is attached to his face. You may narrate the kill.
Oh, yeah. What I want to do is I want to slice it just behind the front teeth. So most of the body falls right off, but the front teeth still have to be sticking to his face.
Oh, thanks.
You can easily pick him off. He didn't want to hurt you.
Efficient yet squeamish.
Yeah. He didn't want to hurt you. It was a careful strike.
All right. I appreciate that.
That appears to be the last of these creatures. So you're standing in the middle of this wooden bridge over this stream.
Do we still have to make rolls to get my other characters on just to get it over with?
Yes.
All right. Well, let's at least get that over with. So spam. 20. A waste of a 20. Yeah, I know. Graham. 12.
Fine.
And then I've
That's
got
fine.
NPCs. I have N's log splitter. I don't have.
They're gonna come. They're gonna come.
They just come on? Okay.
Yes.
They're just
Orgo
okay.
makes it. Ooh, 15. Awesome. I got a 12 and a
I got a
15 with my
3.
last two guys.
So that means I have 3 more characters I need to get it on this bridge.
It's
Alright.
it's a witch save, a will save.
Will, yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
I'll be
never
right
mind.
back.
Got it.
It's a 4. It's a 4. Okay.
Okay, this is for Ripley. 13. Let's see, and then Kane is next, and he has a lousy will. Okay. Oh,
That's a crit fumble.
Kane
Kane, yes.
drops his goat and his water skin, turns heel, and runs back
Whoa.
into the woods.
So he's just gone. Who wants his goat? No.
You.
Yeah, I do. Ripley's
You
gonna
got a water skin.
right. Ripley's gonna take his goat and his water skin. Okay, and then I got to get Jonesy. Why do all my characters have terrible will? 8.
You're good.
8's fine.
All right.
Sorry, I
Bye,
stepped
Kane.
away to do something real quick. Did somebody die?
No, ran away.
Ran
Oh,
away.
ran away. Okay.
They just lost their nerve and ran away.
Run away.
That's fair. Could you have spent luck to stay in the fight?
No, it's okay. Just keep going. He was a lame old character anyway.
All right.
You're all on this bridge with this dead guy with his face all busted
Yeah.
open. And Dallas is in kind of rough shape, bleeding from his face. And then there are these 3 busted up, dead, corpse crawly worms things.
Loot the body.
Loot the body.
I want to loot the body.
Yeah. Look for clues, I mean.
You give him. Well, who's looking?
I am.
Okay, you give him a closer inspection, and his clothing is finer than those standard to the people of Stennard. But they are soiled and torn. He has an empty scabbard at his side, a quiver with 6 arrows, and a still attached belt pouch.
Okay, and so I'll take the belt pouch. I'm seeing one of Rob's Deuterinos shooting arrows. He's going to hand the quiver over to them, and I guess
Ooh.
take the scabbard.
Okay, the belt pouch has 8 copper pieces in it.
Aha.
And as you're removing the scabbard, you notice that there's a bronze trinket on a string around this guy's neck.
Oh.
It's
Trinket?
shield shaped with the letters D and S pressed into the opposing quarters.
And it was Tucker and Hems. D and S. Okay, so I guess then I'll take any portion of the clothing that looks the best, i.e., not worn or something like that. Maybe a sleeve or something, as kind of like quote unquote evidence. And then I'll take the trinket and the belt pouch, and away we go.
Okay. Is there anything else anybody wants to do here on this bridge?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. No.
Leave it.
Well, it is deeply covered in leaves.
Ha. That's good stuff.
Oh, Rob.
Maybe I've got a character with a 10-foot pole as well.
What?
Lamb. Yep. Lamb will use his pole and poke through all the leaves as we he wants to cross the bridge. We're all across the bridge, I'm assuming.
You're all on the bridge.
Yeah.
Have Lamb give me an intelligence roll.
That's just a straight D20. 3. He finds nothing.
He finds a filthy branch, but he thinks it might make a good walking stick, perhaps.
Yeah, I've already got a 10-foot pole.
Yeah, always use branches.
Anybody else want to just search around here, or you just want to keep moving on?
I think move on
Bridge, I'm
before
ready.
more of these crawly things come up.
So, you press on. Once on the other side of the bridge, you feel an unshakable foreboding. Your gaze passes from scattered thickets and dense briars to a small muddy clearing of trampled grass. There are deer paths leading north and south along the riverbank, and also going further west. The tall grass around the intersection is matted. Caked blood and a broken spear speak volumes that there was a struggle here.
Does the blood go off in any particular direction?
Give me an intelligence check.
All right. Who's my smartest? Smarty.
I'm going to pick up the broken spear. And is the broken spear just laying on the ground?
It is.
18.
Oh, 18.
Oh, I figured it all out.
Yeah. Okay, Ham notices several things. Ham notices that the abundance of tracks clearly lead to the north, following that deer path.
Mhm.
The tracks seem to be several human-sized folks, and one or more claw-toed inhuman creatures of unknown
Uh-oh.
type.
Hmm.
Broken briars indicate they moved north and did not try to hide their tracks. The inhuman prints go a short way up the other two paths, and then turn around and back into this clearing. The prints sidestep, spiraling erratically around the clearing before heading back north, with the inhuman prints both leading and following the human ones.
Okay.
Might have been taken prisoner.
Or they're just trying to distract any potential followers. But I say we just take the majority route. Anybody disagree?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I do not
What do
disagree.
we have for ranged weapons?
My guy has a
you're
bow,
funny.
but he kind of sucks.
That doesn't matter. It's just anybody who has a ranged
Oh,
weapon.
no, two of my guys have. Oh, because they're both hunters, duh. Yeah, I've got two guys with short bows.
I had no, Kane took his pitchfork with him.
Nice. Well, that's
Oh,
not
well.
good. Yeah, because I just got dagger, hand axe. So do we want to just put like the archery people kind of close to the front and then just kind of work our way north?
Sure.
Okay. So like if somebody sees something, we can shoot first and ask questions never.
Yeah, my guys are hunters too, so they'll certainly spot anything that's out there.
Okay.
Certainly.
Okay. Yeah. So north we go.
The trail leading north starts out feeling recently used. The grass is matted along the trail, and the neighboring tangles of thorns are occasionally broken and oozing sap. From time to time you cross old tracks that press into the briars, and more than once you are startled by movement off of the trail, as some malformed black birds rise from the brush. After about a 40-minute walk, the deer path opens up into a well-worn track, and the boot prints are clearer and more distinct. After walking 20 more minutes, another small clearing emerges. Tall, gnarled trees flank the trail. Dense, thorny briars at the base of a steep rock face blocks the path to the north. The rock face towers some 40 feet above you and stretches as far as the eye can see to the east and west.
The rock face is 40 feet high, and we got briars in front of us blocking the way.
Correct.
All right, let me see what I got here that might help with that. I got a grappling hook.
Ooh, I've got 50 feet of rope.
Well, let's do it.
Does it look like anybody, like, these tracks, right? Did they try to go through any of the brush or the briars or anything like that?
Ooh.
Give me an intelligence roll.
Here we go.
Oh, see, Damon, you're our smarty.
Well, we'll see about that, won't we? Look at how smart I am.
18 again. Well, this is Ham again, is it?
Yeah, it's Ham.
All right. Ham again. Notices quite a lot of stuff.
The character refreshing.
The less traveled deer trails head east and west off of this clearing, running parallel to this 40-foot rock face. A variety of footprints are visible in this muddy clearing, overlapping one another. Both boot prints are akin to those you believe to be the hunting party, along with small claw-toed feet. Careful assessment reveals the footprints lead right up to the thorny briars at the base of the rock face. Removing these briars will evidently require some hacking and slashing.
You know what? I have someone named En's Log Splitter who is a woodcutter.
Does he have an axe?
A wood axe, as a matter of fact.
Yes, he does.
Something tells me that En's Log Splitter could make quick work of these briars.
Hell yes.
All right. You may have at it if you like.
Yeah, what do we do? Nothing? Anything? Something just happens?
Well, he's clearly going to hit. Just give me some damage rolls.
Okay. 5 to start with.
Oh, yeah. So, as he starts hacking into the briars, and he's clearly making good work at it, but as he's doing so, you hear noises off to the east and west of you. And looking in both directions, you see a pack of wolves bounding down the tracks out of the briars towards you. 2 approach from the east, 2 approach from the west. Roll for initiative.
Man.
Jizz.
Plus 0.
0!
Ooh,
Yes.
that's bad.
13.
8.
8. And Damon and Garrett, what do you have?
4.
19 from a group, and Urhan is 17.
Your NPC can just go with your group.
Okay.
I think that's going to be the easiest way to do it.
Yeah.
However, these wolves get to go first.
Oh.
So everybody is in here, so everyone's fair game. And these things come bounding out, and they are going to attack Garrett's party.
Oh, nice.
And you've still got 4 characters, so it is going to be character 3.
Oh, Dizzy.
This first wolf leaps towards him with its snapping jaws. Oh, for a 3.
No.
No. Yeah. Dizzy brushes it aside. The second wolf attacks your party again.
Okay.
Going to be your
Okay.
first character
Chucky.
again for a snapping bite.
Ooh, that'll
for
hit.
A 12
Yeah, AC 10.
and 2
Oh.
points of damage.
Oh, still alive.
2 points of biting damage. The third wolf coming from the west is also going for Garrett's party.
Okay.
Going for your third character.
Okay, it's Dizzy.
Oh, for 17.
Yeah, that'll hit. He's got 4 hit points.
For just 1 hit point of damage.
got
And
it.
the final wolf is going to go for Jenny's party. And it's going to be, you've got 3 characters, so it will be your second character.
Okay.
It's Dallas again, I believe.
Poor Dallas.
Poor Dallas can't catch a break here.
Wave him down. Come on.
All right, and that is going. It's going again. Try to bite for 6. That's
That
not
is
going to make
no. It's
it. It's not gonna
no.
Dallas manages to brush the wolf aside, and we are on to Garrett's party. You got 4
Slipped on the
wolves
grub
here.
feces.
+2 to hit. Damn. So are there only 2 wolves available to be attacked?
No, there are 4.
There are 4? Okay, so
I believe 3 of them are on you. So-
great. So I'm just attacking.
Yep.
So Chucky's gonna do what he can with the one on him. Rolled a 17.
17 will hit.
So it's D6 of 2. 2 hit points on that one. Let's see. Sam's gonna just try and help out on that one with an 11. Oh nope, sorry, no, that would have been a 9.
A 9 will not hit.
Okay. And then Dizzy's got one on him, so it's gonna be an 18. Oh, I rolled an 18. That's a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, good. It's a D4 minus 2. Great. So that's 2 hit points of damage. Max
Uh,
damage.
Which wolf
That would
is
have been
it?
the second one. So that would have been a different wolf. It wouldn't have been the first one.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Then Slim's gonna take a shot at anything. Okay, that's straight. So that's 15 to hit.
That hits.
Wow.
Dagger of 4 on would have been the same one that Dizzy was going for.
Yeah. You may narrate the kill.
Yep. And this is just gonna be Slim's accomplishment. He's not a killer, but apparently he's just gonna scream and then stab it very confidently and kill it.
All right.
It's just gonna be a reaction.
Okay.
All right. And then I got Urhan, if you want me to do that one.
Sure.
Yeah, he's just gonna stab with his poker. Rolled an 11, still an 11. 11.
Nope, an 11. He just misses it.
Just misses it with an 11.
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right,
All
that's
right.
my group.
Okay, Rob, you are up.
Okay. Let's see. Let's do my archers first. They will take shots. My hunters. So Manos with the D20 minus 1 for 19.
Yeah. That's
It was
gonna
a
hit.
natural 20 if that matters.
Ooh. How does that work? Is it you roll the 20 and then you get to roll on the crit table?
You know what? I'm gonna say yes. Why the heck not? Because that's a nat 20.
Yeah.
Okay. Crap. I of course don't have my crit table within reach.
I do.
Okay.
I do. So
Thought it was
just
a
roll it.
D4,
Reel a
was
D4.
For a 1, the wimpiest of all crits.
Yes.
Opportunistic strike. Inflict plus 1d3 damage.
Ooh. 1d6 plus 1d3 for a total of 5.
And which wolf are you attacking? There are
I'm
two.
guessing probably one of the ones coming from the other side.
Okay. You may narrate the kill if you want.
Ooh, okay. Manos, his hands shaking as he pulls back the bow, fires a well-aimed shot square into the haunches of the slavering wolf, and
There
it
you
collapses, whimpering like a puppy. Just wanted to put something a little disturbing on there. Jet shoots the other one coming from the same direction, so not one of Garrett's. Oh, no, 3 of them are on Garrett now. Oh, okay. One of those.
There's only one on Garrett now.
Oh, okay.
And it's
20.
it's injured.
So an 11 is a miss, right?
An 11 is a miss. Did you want to burn some luck?
Do I? He's going to do it. He's going to burn that luck. Ooh, for 6 damage. Worth it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
You
Maxed it out.
You may narrate if you want it.
Yeah, he like confidently spins, tosses an arrow up in the air, grabs it, pulls back, and like just fires a quick shot and quickly strikes the thing down. All right, so what's left now? There's only one left now?
Was that the injured one or?
It was the uninjured one.
The uninjured, yes. There is one injured wolf left that is harassing Garrett's party.
Well, Porgo the jeweler hasn't done anything, so he pulls out his jeweler's dagger and stabifies for just a straight up roll. For 16.
16 hits.
Okay, that's just a D4 though. For 3?
That's a kill.
Jesus. All right, when we fight the serious monsters, our luck's going to run out. I feel like we're burning our good rolls now.
Meanwhile, En's log splitter is still hacking here.
Do we have time to quick take the hides? My guys are hunters. I assume they would be able to do that.
Yeah, you can do that. There don't appear to be any more wolves.
While he's clearing away this briar
Yeah,
and
En's
whatnot.
log splitter still has another while to go here. Did you want to give me another roll, another damage roll there with the wood axe there, Damon?
Sure.
Woodcutter that can help too.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
4 more.
All right. Yeah, you're almost through. You said you got a woodcutter who could help too?
Yeah, I do. Do you want an attack or just damage?
No, just the damage because you're
One.
attacking
Not
basically.
dodging.
1.
Oh, a 1? Yeah, you guys clear it. Yeah,
Oh,
it
nice.
takes a while, but you manage to clear it. Behind the briars is a carved impression of a stone entrance. It is flanked on either side by a lone stone dais. Each dais is topped with a stone skull, carved with an open mouth, spilling grey stonework maggots. The false entrance is framed in ancient weathered stones with arcane symbols carved into their surface, but has no apparent door pull, handle, or lock. The capstone is engraved with a hideous, disturbing skull, and looking upon it overwhelms you with feelings of revulsion, fear, and crushing self-doubt.
Still better architecture than Vilas Hall.
The sense that it is imbued with evil magic is very real and impossible to shake. Everybody here needs to give me a willpower save. If it's a 4 or less, let me know.
All right.
Nope.
Willpower, you say?
Yep.
Okay.
Fuck.
Good. So,
Fuck.
okay, one Mitchell failed.
Mitchell drops his side of beef, turns.
Wait, can I spend luck to bring it up to a 4?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm not
Do I need to roll for my
Mitchell go.
NPCs?
No. NPCs are gonna go in regardless.
Okay.
They're getting 2 coppers each here. So
That's right.
they're just gonna run away for anything.
Yeah, one of my guys rolled a 1, and one of them rolled a 2, and I'm willing to spend luck to get it up to a 4. So
For both of them?
yes, unless you
Okay.
would trump it. Okay, then I'll just adjust the scores accordingly.
Okay. And Jenny?
I don't have any decent will, so 9.
Good.
That's good.
Like I said, all my characters have terrible will. All right.
Oh, who's that?
That one was for Dallas again.
Oh,
Dallas. Dallas has had enough.
Just can't catch a luck.
Dallas turns, drops his lantern, turns, and just gets out of there. Runs.
Spend the luck.
back.
Jonesy picks up the lantern.
Jonesy.
Good old Jonesy. He's going to be the last survivor of the party, like he was for an alien. All right, now he's got. Oh God, he's got a -1. Well, that's just great. Oh, actually, you know, Dallas had a +1 will, but that's okay. It doesn't matter.
Well, you could
can burn
spend
luck.
you could burn
You spend
some of
luck to keep
Dallas's
Dallas.
luck if you want to keep him.
No, it's okay. I've never had an entire party die before. I'm actually kind of excited about this. So
Well, then,
I've got-
you haven't had a single character die yet. They've all just run away
Yeah, those cowards.
like cowardly scum.
I've got
Okay.
a couple of NPCs you can have.
all right, hold on. All
Yeah,
right, 15
15.
even with it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Fine.
that was Jonesy. Oh, and he picks up the lantern too, by the way.
All right. So you are in front of this false entrance, carved directly into the rock. No visible door pull, and on either side of it are these low daises with these stone skulls with open mouths, spilling grey stonework maggots.
Jeez.
Do we want the witch lady to take a look? One of the NPCs?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and I forgot about my sword guy. Yeah, that would be cool if Witch Lady could take a look.
Okay. Murd Fireminder will have a look.
Okay, give me an intelligence roll. Give me a d20 plus 1.
Well, it's going to be...
Oh, that's
4
going to be
then.
a 4. She can only determine that the frame and the daises appear to be carved straight out of the cliff face.
That's not very useful.
No, it's not very useful.
Oh, but for 3, I guess. And so the door has no obvious hole. Wait, does that even look like a door? Is it just like cliff face behind that arch?
I don't know. Why don't you give me an intelligence roll?
All right. Oh yeah, Torgo is gonna lean in there for a good close look. His +1 intelligence. Ooh, natural 20.
Natural
So
20.
21 total.
Yeah, Torgo notices that the right-hand skull has traces of dried blood on the lower teeth, and also dried blood dripped onto the stone maggots. And as they peer into the mouths of the skulls, he notices that inside the mouths has an unnatural darkness of deep shadow, despite the daylight surrounding you.
That's disturbing. Oh, too bad Dallas ran away. He had some just like blood on his face already. We could have just dripped that in. Ooh, so what are we thinking? This might be a blood sacrifice sort of thing, Can we sprinkle some wolf blood in there? What do you think?
Yeah, try it.
All right. Torgo, clever Torgo, is going to just, I don't know, pick up a stick or something like that, dab some blood on it, and drip it into the mouth.
Nothing happens.
Maybe it's not enough blood, or maybe it can't be wolf blood, or maybe I'm wrong about this.
But it's just a 1 on the one side.
Yeah, is there? Oh, yeah. Was there blood? Is there a sign of blood on the left one?
No, it's only on the right-hand one.
So do we have to drip blood on top and in on the teeth, or do we just reach inside?
Yeah, that sounds like a good one. Good idea.
Who's got more than 3 hit points? I got 1. Sam the Duke of Uke.
Oh, we got a lot of blood to work with. There's 4 wolves worth of blood.
Do we want to just try like dumping a bunch of wolf blood?
Dumping a bunch of wolf blood on and in the mouth. Yeah.
Okay.
Just maybe that wasn't enough blood. That's my hypothesis here.
Okay.
Nothing happens.
Damn it.
Stick
All right,
a
I'll
wolf
try.
claw in there, like inside the skull.
Nothing happens.
All right, I'll try some wolf blood on the left-hand side one too.
Nothing happens.
Damn it. All right, we tried
think
nothing.
we
We're all
always
out of ideas.
Have we tried putting something in the skull's mouth, like a jewel or something? I'm just guessing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is the mouth big enough to stick a hand in?
Well, I've got a gem. So
Yeah, me too. But that's my gem's 20 gold pieces worth. We're getting
Yeah,
paid 10
yeah,
copper.
mine too. Mine too. Go ahead,
Garrett,
Garrett. What was that?
What was your question?
Is the mouth big enough to stick a hand in?
Yes.
Oh God. Okay.
Okay, so then Sam Strill the Duke of Uke is like, somebody could stick their hand in here, maybe.
How sick are we of the ukulele?
Yeah, put him in there.
Really? Me? Bling, 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 bling. And he's gonna just try and play his ukulele with like one hand and see if it works. And then he'll put his strumming hand
Okay.
into the skull.
As the Duke of Uke places his hand into the mouth of the skull, he sees it disappear into darkness, and pain shoots up through his arm, and he feels blood drain and pour from his hand and spill down onto the maggots in front.
Ew.
The carved rock face below the capstone shifts and changes form. Those closest to the entrance feel heat emanating from a wall of steam ahead of them. Within the fog, you see the movement of massive spectral centipedes come dart through the mist before you. Duke of Uke takes 1 hit point of damage
Okay.
and earns 2 experience points.
Nice.
Very nice.
Also, I forgot, everyone who took part in the combat with the wolves gets 1 experience point.
Wait, you said
Oh,
1 hit point or 2 hit
yeah.
points, Colin?
1 hit point.
Thank
I
you.
think I think they were all dead before I could
Yeah,
get to 'em.
unfortunately, before they got, everyone who took part in the combat on the bridge also gets 1 experience point.
Thank you.
Oh.
Except Dallas is gone, so
Yeah.
I don't get any.
Is he? He ran away.
He ran.
He may not be gone forever.
Yeah.
Who
Give him the
knows?
XP.
We'll probably find his corpse on the way back.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hope.
And that'll be great because he's already got a cart for carrying the dead, so we could just load him onto his own cart.
Perfect.
Did we get anything for fighting the wolves?
Yeah.
Yes, one experience point for each one. For each character that took part.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're standing in front of this cloud of mist and fog and steam with these ethereal, giant spectral centipedes writhing through it.
They're ethereal, and it's like they're blocking our way.
They appear to be, but they're completely transparent.
Yeah, we can just
And
walk
10
through.
foot pole.
Yeah, poke with the 10-foot pole.
Yeah.
As you attempt to poke them, they move away. They back away from the 10-foot pole.
All right, in we go
Okay.
then.
Yeah, Mitchell will also use his pole to kind of like keep them at, 10-foot pole length.
As you push through, you see these centipedes writhe all over your bodies and climb all over your skin, but yet they don't feel like anything. You feel kind of a weak electrical static charge from them,
Mm.
but they don't do you any harm. And stepping through the steam is disorienting. Unnatural gusts swirl as ethereal insects pass around and through you. The bright light of the outside is replaced with total darkness. Loud bells add to your disorientation, with a cacophony of discordant sound ringing above your head. After a moment, you get the sense that you can stand two abreast, though you brush against the side walls. The space you occupy smells of mold and rot. And I think we're going to end it right there.